My dudes and dudettes, I know it says like 30 seconds on the clock, but I forgot to get water, so let me, and also set up everything. I will BRB. Hello! Let me get my earbuds in. Woo. Hi. I have Icy Pop. Hey, it's me, Blossom. A mischievous possum. I dig myself at church to come see how y'all doing. Hello! Should know thank you for being first or first and only. If anyone says otherwise, I'll smack him. Hello, Snake. Hello, Riptarion. Good to see you. Hi! Hi. I have dinner in the microwave, so I will be stuffing my face on stream again. Stream is a little late today because it was messing around with something. Go, Possum Ranger. What are you guys doing? My day has been lazy. I pretty much slept all day and then, Blossom, it says chat. Hello, chat. I slept all day and then I watched Pretty Cure and then I took a shower. And showering was awful because my tub, the sewer system backed up into it. And it's still gross. And I sort of cleaned out a bit of it, but it still smells awful. I don't smell awful now, so that's good. It was pretty bad though. Trails. Gonna play more Trails in the Sky. Hello, Ferric! How you doing, Ferric? Hi. Move him. Look, this pretty cute looking creature. I do have a princess outfit. Well, I don't have a design, but not the actual outfit. Yeah. Everyone's streaming. I think Hal was supposed to stream a lot earlier, but he's not. I'm on a tournament? Our victory for the rats and possums, heck yeah. Got her one in our popsicle. Oh, Judy's streaming. Riff is streaming. Learn live TV. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna pay other people to. But we do have good news. Yeah, it's too early to say. I'll leave it at that. Would you be a Power Ranger or Magical Girl if you had your own anime? Magical Girl. Empress! Hello! Empress! Good to see you. Hi. We're gonna play like your favorite game or something. Brother Kissing Simulator. With Weird Whip Lady. Hi, Ruhi. Ruhi. The what, the who, the what? You know what? You heard me. I still remember. Empress was doing a crowd control and I kept emptying her ammo. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I gotta do squats and I'm gonna get my food because I have food in the microwave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop refilling the ammo. It's funnier when it's not. Okay, I'm gonna be RB. Microorganism. Exactly. I'm growing more powerful. I'm overcoming the microorganisms that want to kill me. Next time on Opossum Blossom Z. Microwave meal, microwave meal. It's still hot. Getting killed by something smaller than Ant-Man. Imagine. Imagine being a marsupial. Guys, have mercy on me. I'm a very old opossum. I'm very old. Hello, cat. Opossums only live till 3, and I'm like past 3 now. Hello, Shadow. Hi. Hello, I miss you. Oh, we could take the Dancy away. 1 sec. $120-something opossum years. Why don't you cap us on what happened? I need to boot up the game. I remember we met a very, very flamboyant man. And that's about it. And he has a weirdly sexy voice. Hello, brother! Hello, brother! Hello. Good to see you! Guys, you better be on your best behavior around Frater. He's in seminary. Greetings, everyone. Hello, Tesseric. How are we doing? We're doing good. It might take a second to actually show what we're doing. Cat, I swear. Cat, I'm gonna punch you. Cat. What you made me do. Look what you made me do. And the game's glitching. Of course, okay. Try booting it up again. Hello. Okay, we met a dude. No, it's a chill game. Totally normal. It's a total normal game. Yeah, right, we're on Bozam. Okay, we met a dude. Forget his name. He's blonde, has a sexy voice, and he just had a Christmas, and I got a 3rd-degree Saint relic of Saint Gemma Galligani. It's a splinter of her coffin, and I got a rosary with their picture. That's so cool. Voice acted this game with some friends one time. That's so cool. Olivia, yeah, right. He's from a foreigner. He acts super flamboyant. Okay. We call it brother kissing because they're adopted siblings and they're obviously setting them up to be a couple. AKA brother kissing. What a wholesome game. It's fun. Weird whip lady. So I found Olivier. We went to the commander. We got information from him. He kicked us out because he hates whip racers. Yeah, Dad bought him for her at the boyfriend store, exactly. Passionist stance? Huh? West Buzzy Highway. Passionist. Oh! West Bose Highway. We're in chapter 2. We're like a pretty decent way in the game. No, we're in chapter 1, I forgot. We just did the prologue. Not a mouse. A hungry possum. Hmm? That it is kind of like the braces are, yeah. Only 1/5 of the game? Jeez. I don't remember the controls. Yeah, wait. Yo, I love Maria Gritty. She's my confirmation saint. Five cities, 5 chapters. Okay. Sneak. I am a pro gamer. Just not in this game. Maria is my middle name, yes. Well, Marie, technically. Excuse me while I eat my dinner while I'm doing this. Lucy Marie. No. Mario Garetti. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, Snake is weak to water. Marco bleed. Nico Maria Blonde quick.
We're good to go.
It's not worth the XP, but it's worth the things. That's a turkey. Stop it. Cat. It's not for you. I don't use the government name and shit. Yeah, no, I was talking to the snake enemy. It's for the stuff at the end. Secretly? Why would I be secret about wanting to kill him? Imagine dying to aggressive prairie dogs. They go, wahoo! What's grown? Oh, geez, what is this? Cat, stop it. Boiled egger? I love killing my mutuals.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Flicker. Penetrate AT delay. Okay. Oh, it blows up!
Piece of cake.
JRPG looks like. Yeah. There's supposed to be a monster on this road somewhere. It's just an egg. I need to keep swiveling. Oh. Oh. Shining Palm? Didn't you say this was really good? The battle music does slap. Kill them.
Someone's been naughty.
Yo. Yo, they're strong! Sus close up, yeah. Wait, did one of them run away? No!
Here I come.
Oh, they took. Oh no! Ugh. Sparkling mightily. Don't flee! Magic doesn't work. No! Oh, it's so close. Come on! Miss! Yes!
Piece of cake.
Yo! Imagine if I had killed all three. super slippery like that, they'll run away. 1 second, I have to throw my trash away because the cat is harassing me. Enjoy the victory music. Bad cat. Naughty, naughty. Hello, kitty. Hello. Where's the boy you are? This is the max step if you can get in one fight. It wouldn't be different. That's good, okay. So I only have to kill one of them to get the max step. Hello! Every time I see Estelle's name, I think of Golden Girls actress. Oh, he's super weak to that. Wait, I equipped it to Olivia! Ah! Where did Olivia go? Oh, jeez. Stupid bard. Excuse me. Look at this. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't die trying. Wait, what did I have? Was that a... What upgrade was that? Sepith? Use this. Hi, troll. Don't move! Maybe she can still get healed. She can! Okay, good. It's a nasty attack. Hurricane, morale, taunt. Ooh, we need to heal. Let's do that. Fried fish. You don't? Like this? Oh! Dude, that's so helpful! Also, I don't think I healed after last battle. I didn't think I went to do that. I need to heal. I don't have the sewers to go into anymore. No, I saved. Awesome talk.
Piece of cake.
Chunky. That was perfect timing. Okay, we need to go heal pretty desperately. But we got one of the elimination missions done. I like how I said, I'm not gonna do all of the side quests, and then I immediately did all the side quests. I guess we can battle this. Both remaining quests are at the same place. Very good at timing sound alerts. Nice. Ah! You know what? That's fine.
Seems you came up short.
A lot of people you meet and side quests will become recurring characters in the series. Recurring characters in the series. Remember the mushroom guy from the prologue? He comes back later. Hmm.
Opossums are way more powerful than humans.
Kevin? I don't think so. Oh. I am an opossum. Okay.
Opossums are way more powerful than humans.
South Block. Where's the hotel? They are mightier. Yes. Alas. Alas, Babylon. Okay. I am rebuked. Yeah, we'll do squats in a moment.
Resident Evil.
Where is the hotel? Tell me where I can heal. Oh, I do squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Amen!
I gotta shut my blinds. It's not time, so I don't look at you. Hotel, Bright House, or sewers? We're past the prologue. We're in Bose. Oh. Ah! Story! Come on, Missy, I'm begging you, please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, be on me a merry way.
Yep, that's right. And of course I'd need a photograph too. I'm sure a mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without appointment to leave. Hope you can understand the situation.
Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. We have an obligation to inform the readers.
But, yeah, what about the readers?
We can probably reach double the number if we have the mayor's Grace, the cover.
She said to be very beautiful after all.
Made him obnoxious Cockney Brit. That's hilarious. Dude, Dorothy, why do you have to go and say something like that?
Huh? But it's you was saying the same thing, remember?
You said if we don't have any news to go on, we should just lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot. Miss? Aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? Make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So, are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of adios and my sanity, please keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, wait for me.
Huh? Don't put us into a cutscene I have to heal!
Good afternoon, Leia. Oh, it's you bracers again. Did you just return from the hacking gate?
Yes. Something like that. And then I went on a whole mission, but you know, it's fun.
So those two you just turned away? Bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they planned to use the mirror to make some quick Myra. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen.
I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you?
Deadly serious. That's because that's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor's waiting for you.
Yeah, yes, okay. It's not a cutscene. Hooray, okay. So mayor's waiting for you. Runs away immediately. Wait, that's a chapel. Where is the inn? Here's the Bracers Guild. Let's turn in that request. Report. Yay! Nebel Valley. Should be a hotel somewhere you can heal it. Yeah. I just don't know where that might be. Bar. Ooh, can I get a recipe here? Hello. Yes. Thank you. Why did that not heal us? It should heal you. Hotel. Please don't be expensive. Not bad. Hurrah! Wait, what is this? Oh, it's just a room. Okay, Nebel Valley. Check your map. If you were lost and all the buildings are color-coded. Oh, you're right. Where is Nebel Valley? I should get some stuff. East. Ooh. Hacking gate. Birthday Bridge. Does shiny palms respawn? Cause that would be great. Oh. Yeah. They respawn rarely. Okay. Can, but it's not guaranteed. They show up every time. Alright. I mean, that makes sense. They're kind of OP. Rebel Valley. North. Oh yes, the Misty Valley that's required in every RPG. Where is my map? I do not have a map. Same spot every time, but only have a chance to load when you enter the field zone from a town. Oh. Yo. It's a blue one. Ice Pecker. Yes. In a lot of the Future Trails games, they show up in the middle of some other enemy fight sometimes. Oh.
Piece of cake.
They don't have a dedicated map location. Okay. It's kind of cool. Ooh, buggy. This is just the recolored enemy area. White insectos. Stella's streaming DRG? What the frig? I bought her that game.
Good to go.
Rock and stone, exactly. I can get across to you. I taught her how to play. Oh, I'm gonna get so lost. Hello. What is this? Hello? Done rather well to make it to this place. There's not much I can offer you, but make yourselves comfortable. There's only one bed! Okay. Free healing spot, that's nice. You know, I was playing DRG with Stella the other day, and she's so bad at it. She's so bad at it. But it was still fun to play with her, because, you know, sister. Imagine being bad. Yeah. Yeah, but like other people did better on their first time. Like she's playing with controller, so it's really awful. Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic is the game. Like she couldn't figure she didn't know what her drills were. We were like, it's a drill. It's obviously a drill. And she's like, what? Is this a drill? Yes. Okay. Snow mantis. Maybe we could just smack it. Nice.
We're good to go.
just, She kept dying every 2 seconds. Like, I was never that bad. Nice, okay. Bear claw.
This is a bear claw, right? Reminds me, wasn't somebody looking for one of these? That's what it said on the bulletin board, remember?
Yeah.
Check your bracer notebook about it later. All right, I'll do that.
I'm not a mouse, I'm not a mouse, I'm not a mouse. Oh, nice. Hello, I've come to upset and harass and disgust. That's someone else's job, Hal. Also, Hal, I saw your like things for you were looking for in models. I liked that one. Stegera R. Taking everything from me. Everything! Yeah. Get in line, Hal. Oh, upgraded defense? Hello, hello. I didn't even do nothing, you did. The guy with the crush? Say hi to Shindo. Shindo is great. We love him. Yeah, he has a crush on every woman he meets. He's kind of pathetic like that. And we love you, Hal. We love you, Hal. He's just like women pretty. Oh, I didn't mean to come this way, but okay. Yeah, girl. Where do I go? Okay, we found the bear claw, but now we have to find... Imagine you get a preemptive strike and your first thing you do is just fall asleep. Okay, wait. Oh, jeez. Big boy. Is this like a Yeti? Giant foot. Guys, it's not Bigfoot, it's Giant foot. Oh, he beat me. Huh? Yeah, she's a heh. Heh. He mad. He mad. Miss? Oh, I'm screwed. Ah! Thing you sent most recently, model-wise, the deal seems very sus. Oh.
We're good to go.
Don't do drugs, Hal. Don't do drugs. Oh, I should heal. Yeah, he watches my streams. He already knows the effect that drugs have on people. To be clear, Twitch people, I'm only on prescription drug. Ow. I don't want to fight. These streams are my narcotics. Oh no. That is spooky. No, I was talking about the Twitch. Our new. The Twitch people that run the Twitch thing. Oh, eggs. Master Crayon. They're all weak to fire. These are weak to water. Turn-based. Ooh, I love turn-based. Nice. Okay. Jeez. Jeez. Do not hit my boy. No, my boy! Come here, boy. Just want to get him up to help. Ow! No, don't hit the girl. Okay, there. You can hit her. Yeah. Let's burn. I turned to look. I wish the explosions were like AoE, it just hits everything on its spot. Enemy or friend, that would be cool. Okay, Cerbler. Fireball. Ow. Critical. Yes. Woohoo!
Okay.
Level up. We got olive oil. What's over here? Nice. Stars. I feel so empty. Wait. Yo! Power up! It's looking more and more like a physical fighter. Oh wait, this is where I came from. I need to go this way. Nothing. Dang it. Hoot! Oh, look at Fluffy Tail! So cute. Doo, 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 doo. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Can heal. Hi, Joshi. Nice, fully healed. Can't stay for long, no problem. Good to see ya. I think this is the way to go. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Signs. Double Valley. So this must be the way back. Ugh. These things are not worth the EXP. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, I kind of like the long travel. It makes you really feel like you're moving places, you know? What game should I buy with my Steam card? Do you have any suggestions? It's 20 bucks. I want to spend it before the winter sale is done. Oh, I don't... There's a lot of good games. I really like Ghost Trick. DRG is really good. Deep Rock Galactic. We can turn these in now. I don't have friends. Spence Pharmacy within the Bose Market. Pharmacy. Medicine works wonders. We came here after seeing something posted on the bulletin board at the Bracers Guild. Could you by chance be Spence? Oh, you're Bracers, are you? I've been waiting for you to come. Guess we can dispense with the formalities then. Understand you're trying to find places where bear claw grows, correct? Yes, the bear claw is a medicinal herb that is difficult to find in these parts. Up until now, I've been having them shipped from Roland. But just recently I asked my father Holstein to prepare a new medicine. So it seems I'm going to be using more than of these than before. Tea? Well, you're in luck. I found a bear claw in the Bose region too. Really? Found some growing in Nebel Valley. There aren't many of them. There should be enough to use for your medicine. This is wonderful news. It's been said the bear claw grows well in humid places. Now I think about it, Nebel Valley is the perfect place for them to grow. I appreciate you helping me out like this. Now I can put my full effort into preparing this new medicine. Great! Good luck with your work and have a wonderful day. We'll be going then. Yes. Okay. FPS mode lately. Playing games like Half-Life and Dusk. Oh! FPS is fun. It's a bar. Racers Guild. Yay! Shooty is fun. Right. Okay. No, that's the wrong way. Again, I keep messing up. Here it is. Save. Hello! Glad to see you all again. Mayor Maybell's recently has been excitedly waiting your report. Alright, here? No. We're just gonna walk around our mansion. Yo! General Morgan has come to visit on several occasions. He's a little difficult to describe, but what I can say is that he is a respectable man. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Or in both the good and bad sense. He has the temperament of a military man. Oh. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because the air place is being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift to Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the newest cell pass. When will this paperwork finally end? Oh, hello? Are you back already? You look pretty busy, so it would be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Right. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First there was a hijacking by Sky Bandits and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were braces, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know it wasn't a crash. With this information, it should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. And I need to think of a new way to inform the citizens of Jose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine it'll be quite a difficult task considering you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is not now known, I ask you to continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before. We're eager, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with that look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared and relent. I'm in agreement with you there. Guys, it's me! Yes. Cassius would have easily dealt with the group with that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me your father was aboard the airliner? Freak you, Chuck. Hi, Berserker. Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention, he's a bracer too. His name was Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? Like, he's famous. Never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. You might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? Very sorry, and I can empathize with you what we must be going through. Anything I can do to help clear up with this incident, that I'm in your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Right. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as he mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. Bye, Joshi! The mayor and the general have known each other for a long time, after all. Let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? To
searching around blindly for the airline or a sky pirates won't amount to anything, right? And if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. What's the matter with you two? I'm very tired. Yeah, I slept all day, otherwise I probably would be more tired than I am. Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. Never thought I'd see the day when these words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. So what are you trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We're complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Right, wasn't Neil and Dorothy we saw in front of the place, Mayor's place early? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's gotta know something by now, right? It's true, we arrived in the Bose region a little before we did, so I think it'd be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. Hello. Slut. You can buy food items on market, they'll get more recipes if you want. Oh! Just run in circles. What's ATS? Art strength, magic attack. Oh. Eagle Eye? Do we need to have like Eagle Eye though? Speedy. I kinda want Stonehammer though. Or hit up.
How do we get that? Wait. Oh. Oh! You found my brother. Oh, I see. Four? That's a large menu to look through. It is. Chaos brand? Confused. I think I'm starting to understand how this works now. It's two. Oh, it's no enemy resistance. Oh. Oh, we need a- that's a lot of sipping. Do we have that on her? It says I already own one. Who has it? He has it. You win and blast? Yes. Music has me going. Yeah, it's great. Shield or evade if you want more elemental coverage. Can't wrap it.
This game gives you 0 dream stars from the characters and setting.
I think I want an upgraded healing spell. Crest. Like Tira. Latira would be good. Dang it, I feel bad for making Estelle my healer. But she fits so perfectly. To get upgraded healing bills this early in the game, later and you get quartz with higher elemental values. Okay, 4, 2, 1. Oh, you can't install 2 of the same quartz. Okay. What's Hell's Gate do? So it stagnates enemies' vital activities. Does it do damage? Single support. Debilitate. Attack. Is it a good damage spell, or should I have another healer? I kind of feel like I should have another healer. If I could unlock one of these, I'd give her a healing spell. He needs 80. She needs 80. It's decent. We'll go with this for now. Let me see if we need to upgrade any gear. She's not really physical attacker. Hello, Hal. Hal, weren't you gonna stream today? You're a British boy. Hello. Sky Bandit's in the Capoeira family, huh? Who'd have ever thought they'd be fearless enough to put up a crime like this? So I still wish we had more clues. Anyway, we don't have... Why don't we have you start gathering information? Okay, that's worthless. Yeah. Apparently there's food I can get. Hello. How like freshest foods and lowest prices. You know, I have never used that recipe book. Thank you for look. I get decided against it for tonight. That's fine. You can come and be in the expert streamer stream here. Sharp cheese and tricolor. Building up my freakish vibes to unleash later. Cheese risotto sounds good. Yeah. Well, let me buy from you. I will lurk for now as I tend to IRL matters. Take care. Fictional novel published in Liberal. Okay, Cornella? What is it though? Maybe a bar? Do you like the architecture of the city? Same. Nigel. Coming to their work side by side, can't believe you portrayed it like that. So this time the paper is giving along the first start of this business. Collect all the books you can get Stellar Joshua's ultimate weapon? What? Hello? Dang it. This ain't a joke, you know. I found him and he's drunk off his ass. Is having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? Windows to get them are very short, and by the time I got home from work, he'd already missed the first one, so I didn't... What? What? Did I already miss it? You're just acting like I'm like the man he is. Oh jeez. He seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shara? Oh please, Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Ina. On the other hand, can hold my liquor. How much I drink, my face and disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this. Well, come on now. When you get drunk, you look at music completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Ina is like a bucket to Shara's sheaf. No matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. Sensing disrespect, children. Where am I? Good, you're awake. Sorta. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What the? You're that bracelet trainee, aren't you? My goodness, what the hell am I doing in Roland? Better make me way to Bose. You mumbling about you, Sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Well, don't scare me like that. I see you got a lovely lass with you. Name's Charizard Arda Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Charizard, you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, Sarah. I take it you've heard of me then. Rory missed chapter 3. I was in the Hawking Gate? No! My room is, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. One of the top young braces, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. So you do have some brains left in there after all the booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seem pretty troubled. Dang, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Mommy's regulations on the spread of information are really strict, and I'm able to learn anyway. If I try to consult General Morgan at the Hawking Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but the maid turned me away outright. Top it off, the useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Great audios. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? You did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. If you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally you met with the mayor and General Morgan, too, for that matter. Holy crap, you serious? Yep, totally. Score! The goddess gets a point. Blessed by the bounty of audios. Is that begging you? Tell me everything. Every last detail.
I'll be glad to, however. Aren't you forgetting something, Neil? Huh? Information ain't free, you know. Scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. What, Myra or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. Not interested in your money. Just so you find it fascinating that you made it your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard something interesting yourself, being the case. Ugh, and here I thought you were a nice kid. It turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, we'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything. On my honor as a newsman. Got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out a pen and paper. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll. If you ever get tired of being a bracer, we'll know we'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. First clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Revenue in the west. Talked to a villager who'd just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. Huge shadow flying overhead? Yep, an airship, I told them. Maybe even that missing one. Dami checked it out and found absolutely nothing. On you meanie, you raised our hopes and you dashed on straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it was a big news. And I went into a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too, and with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear about that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the Military Intelligence Division is on the move. Intelligence Division? Heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch in the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. It's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite that they can even stand toe to toe with the royal bodyguards. When they put in charge, Colonel Richard is apparently quite the whiz kid. With them in the case, they say his incident is getting solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be much use to our investigation. Yeah, well, I can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't keep much on your end. A promise is a promise. I scratched, now it's your time. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. Joshua told Neil about the incident rolled late, as well as the information received by General Morgan. Kapua, Sky Bandits. Ransom demanded to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations. Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's a missing link that I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. Can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Wow, his spirit certainly lifted fast. He was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until he came along. That's only natural. Glad we could help him out. Look at you, Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk, to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating a little give and take, nothing more. Bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or it's the other way around. Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. Put the picture of my relic in your Discord. You should check it out when you have a chance. Heck yeah! Anyway, I guess I only really dealt with scrupulous peoples thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why are you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, is anyone else a little bothered when Neil talked about the huge flying shadow thing? I witnessed a report from Revenue. He says there's a strong chance that there's nothing to do with it. The army already checked it out. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but some of the men, and some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't help at any rate. Speed of Saint. Yeah, here's a piece of Saint bone. Pray with it. Exactly. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. That's a splendid idea. Let's set out revenue then, shall we? Got it! Woo, 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 woo. Okay, where is revenue? That's not it. West. Okay. I've been there before, I just never remembered where. Yes. Okay. Huh? Yo, this dude. It's like the anime protagonist! Oh. Hello, anime protagonist. Charizard, is that you? This is an unlikely place to run into a silver streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City. Are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. Speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. So if you're here on the job, then I guess you don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard of the Cassius might be taken hostage, right? Cassius, right? Taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. Old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold of a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. That's a surprise, alright. So these are your old man's kids, huh? Huh, hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? But the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius' daughter? She's the only one that's actually Cassius' child. Might I try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's a bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright. I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And just as adopted son. Is that a fact? Well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Take it easy, Charizard. Be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. Make sure not to rush into trouble yourself, either. Oh, I'll keep those words in mind. Alright, Charizard. So you took care of the monster near the mine? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us. Huh, I don't think any number of trainees would have made much a difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for the Sky Bandits. Later. What's with that guy? It really pisses me off. So that's what was the Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Crossner, Senior Bracer in the Gracers Guild. He works in all regions, is unaffiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability. Even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into. Those things are the reason he feels the way about your father. Could care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's turn into Revenue Village. Nice.
Piece of cake.
Oh, I need fire. What I need are shining palms. Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. We should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Ooh. Elder's house. Hello, we're back. I see you're all together. What brings you up all here today? Are you here for a visit? Not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Char! Why? Things in this world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be the one out of agates and companions, do you? We're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? Closes his eye for a moment and looks a sadness passed over his aged features. Huh? What's wrong, sir? Nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Oh, 3 streaks team. Heck yeah. Don't tell me another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the airliner. Came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Oh, I see. Royal Army came here and investigated the other day. They searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really, is that so? What about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children at the village here, a boy named Louis. Apparently saw some suspicious shadow make its way across the sky in the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he might just imagine the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? Guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. What? Amidst the screams and cries of villagers and their children, many years past, the terrible incident will remain ingrained in my mind. Oh, jeez. I like the fellowship here. People are nice and it's chill. Cute. I like my little posse. Child. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. You guys visitors? I'm looking for a village elder. It's okay. Can I get anything here? Close to the border is one of the first places occupied during the war. Many victims back in the deep ruins of people's hearts have yet to heal over. Ow, let me in. Oh, let's go here. Like to recommend the squeeze juice of the bar on the second floor if I could. Let's give it a try if you like. Oh, hello.
Apple ice cream? Dude, that sounds so good! Oh. Welcome. Here for a drink, I recommend you try various types of fruit wines. Ingredients are freshest and finest in all of Liberal. That sounds great. If you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yes, that's right. It just opened the place recently. I hope you'll come and visit us more often. So that's a recommended item on the menu right now. Let's see, the pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Shouldn't we be investigating things first? That's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents, can net some information as well. No need to be such in a hurry. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Who really knows? But whatever comes to her in alcohol, her credibility isn't great. I know I have to use them. Yeah. But can I use these in battle to heal too? It's a back door. Oh. Then I don't want to waste healing items. Hello, I'm looking for a child. Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? A large tombstone is dedicated to victims who died in 100 Days' War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of fighting. When to die, I still see the horrific scenes sometimes in my dreams. Like, for its village this small, losing 6 people is like a lot. Oh, child! Hello, child.
Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. You merchants here to buy fruit?
Actually, no, we're here for a different reason. Hi, cowboy!
As a matter of fact, we're bracers.
Bracers? You mean like Agate? I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Pumped him into the water still. Look, why don't you tell me how you really feel? After seeing my great skill with the staff, do you think you could still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing. It's like a tornado. I hope you've learned your lesson. The looks can be deceiving. I think this is the first time seeing that model of yours. Oh. This is my summer festival kind of one. I found another amazing demonstration with my staff. Still be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday you hit yourself in the face doing that? Wait, are you Louie by chance? Oh yeah. How do you know my name? I heard from the village elder. He said he saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? As much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. The other night when I was out here looking at the stars, I saw 2 shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw 2 shadows? Yeah, that's right. They're different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. 2 shadows, 2 sizes. It's consistent with an airliner and the Sky Bandit airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. The 2 shadows just kept on flying north, till I couldn't see them anymore. So north is a trail that continues behind the village, and leads to old septium mine, which was abandoned some time ago. Soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything.
So I said must have been dreaming. They laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Well, enough that you're a boy, right? Boys don't cry. I don't like those stupid soldiers. You don't think you're telling a lie either. We're going to prove it. Hi, Dreams! Under your bed. Ah. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. And we're crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's still got a knack with kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get on the trail behind the village and see what we can find. Two shadows I saw flying in the sky went north and couldn't see them anymore. I know I wasn't dreaming. Recently I discovered your channel by mere coincidence. I was backflipping from the shock. How? Oh, my Yuzu? Yes! Heck yeah. Was it a favorite hair tutorial? Yes. That's so cool. It was low-key creepy. Oh, whoa. Whoa!
That's that then. Let's move out.
This fight music goes unnecessarily hard. I can't stop twerking. It's very good. Wait, this is the wrong way. Music is so good. You were like, oh, it's decent.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I wish there was like different fighting music. Oh, dang it. For bosses though. Is this the way? I think it is. Yes. Abandoned mine. Nice. You cannot rotate the screen. Ugh. Gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Mulgun mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like the gate has been opened recently, which means there's no possibility the Sky Bandits entered through here. Wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. Probably not gonna find any clues searching around an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me. Do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. What Hit the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. Right, Estelle, it's rather subtle, but there's air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? Wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Are you more interested in what's inside the old mine? Certainly a possibility that it connects somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. In that case, let's bust this lock off. Don't even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk to the elder. You might have the key. You're no fun, Cheryl. Now I have to head all the way back. Wrong way. Wrong way. Okay. Elder, 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 elder! Give us the key! And he's not here. What the frick? I'm looking for my husband. Since it's time of the day, I'm sure he's up at the graveside on the hill. Okay. And now we're gonna get a history lesson, aren't we? Hello. So this is where you are, Elder Raisin? What's you young racers, is it? This is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. The supposed region is nearest to the Empire was in the thick of the fray. This village lost a number of good people in those hostilities. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days cleaning the small monument is just one of my daily routines. Then why is it all mossy? But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Right, there's something we wanted to talk to you about. Before that, do you mind if we paid our respects as well? No, we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. Say there may be clues in the old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. When I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. I'd like to check the place out just in case. Would you mind lending us the key for the entrance? Key to the padlock, Give me a minute here. Sure, I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Yay! Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ray said. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. You're always indebted to the Bracers Guild for their help. It's only natural we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. She'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I'd appreciate that. Yay, key got. Dude, if you grind it enough, you could get like all of your slots unlocked super early on, and that's crazy. We need to kill snake enemies because they give good. They give red sepith and we need it.
I can't now.
Let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder.
Yay!
Oh, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know all about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert.
Cool. Yeah, nice.
Oh, are you done already?
They're actually giving decent XP. Not good XP, but decent XP. Why is that a surprise attack?
Man, it's bright in here.
Huh? Isn't that the...
Quiet, Estelle. Looks like we've hit the jackpot.
Ah! Good about the heavy things and focus on the food provision and valuables. Hurry it up, will you? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Jack, Kyle. Got it, Kyle? Okay, Kyle. Understood, Kyle.
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? Guess the kid isn't seeing things after all. Looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. Certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Now who would have thought to look here? Look at that, aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. Gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom.
Hold it right there! Oh my gosh.
When the scorching flames of justice shall never fade as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived!
Huh?
League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone.
You're the ones that Josette had to run and whack and relent. Can't be right, you're not supposed to be here this early.
Can't be right? We're not supposed to be here this early? The heck are you talking about? In accordance to the laws of the Bracers Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. You trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else here, bandit boy? You're not involved with the others then, huh? That simplifies things. Let's get 'em, boys. You shouldn't have said that. Ah! Okay. Dude. Enemies can move out of AoEs if you want to place them where you think they're gonna be. Oh, he dropped red crystals! Yes!
Come on.
Oh, RIP. Not quite. Yes!
Seems you came up short.
Woo! So many red crystals! Oh, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beaten by you three. Sweet talking won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? Was it you called yourselves League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out. What is this? Gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? Too bad for the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. Dang it! Boop! I have Snipper! Ow, someone got it in my eyes! Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Your ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now they've gotten away. Possum spotted! Half Snipper spotted! If I get demoted for this and this is the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Chera, quit acting like this is all your fault. We're responsible for letting him get away too. Got time to kick ourselves a wrist, and we got time. Got to get some other constructive things done. Well, it sounds like you should be senior bracers. At least we'll be able to take back the airliner. So now, how about we take a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Big doubt. They probably took them out first. Airliner. That's where it came from? That's where it came around. Are these other entrances? Okay. Seems to be a Peak RPG from a bit I've been watching you play. It is Peak! I love it. The Lind. Wow, it's pretty barren here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to take off with it all. He's judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. It's a lift car. Looks the same as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably use it to move the cargo. Wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. Looks like the flow of orbital energy has been completely stopped. When the army asked, don't tell them anything for extra BP. Ooh. Looks like this is a captain's seat. So any other circumstances, I would love to be here. Yeah, don't be a snitch. I wouldn't tell the army anyway. Don't even think about it. It's a steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Luxury passenger. It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining in this place. Poor Potter plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days.
Was I supposed to find something in here? Hi, Lyles. Oh, okay.
We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside.
There's a high possibility the passengers are transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. Then to wherever their hideout is.
Agreed.
This sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid their airliner in a place like this?
Huh?
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship is completely stopped, which means the orbital engine is stripped from the aircraft. I know that because orbital energy in the orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off large amounts of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, it does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide their airliner here then? What you can think of is that they did it in order to start the cargo, move the hostages, steal the orbital engine, to win because they hide us. Keep clear of the Royal Army search party. So many options. It's true the airliner is rather large and easily seen, and in a sense it would seem hardly likely they would leave it in a different place than their hideout, for that alone wouldn't be considered the decisive reason. For my guess, I would imagine their hideout is in a slightly particular place. Maybe 10 to 15 argon size. Short, a particular place in which only a small aircraft like Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like the mountains or ravines? Why is man not allowed to laugh? Seems like a likely place for a bandit's hideout. That's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hiding may be in a place we can't reach by foot.
Then what can we do?
Well, I hate to say it, but we have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us that we should go crawling back to the army and asking for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I think that we should cooperate with the army whenever their attitude may be. Especially if it means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right.
This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings getting the best of me. Time being, let's go back to the guild to report our findings to Lundgren. Should be able to contact Hack and Gate if we use the orbital telephone. And they're not gonna teleport me back? Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way back by foot. Oh, never mind. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this is something I did not expect. Wonder if we should be glad since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. We have found the suspicious armed group! Put your hands in the air, all of you! What in the world is it coming to? A woman and two kids are Sky Bandits? Those girls does look shifty. Hey now, it's just rude. Why are you calling Sky Bandits? Can you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The Bracer's emblem, huh? Hope you didn't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to be insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits. Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? What happened to plan this place one step ahead of your men? If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside the higher liner? I almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. There are no hostages to be found here. And it looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the bandits and let them know we are coming.
Wait a minute there. How about you cut with the crap?
My thoughts exactly. Right, men, take them into custody. I knew we were going to jail. I knew we were going to jail. General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you'll be released by 2 or 3 days. So for time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say?
The army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, and I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible.
Huh? Why not?
Remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought at the old mine said, right? He said this can't be right, you're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly.
He mentioned it. He did say that, didn't he? You're trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. So you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua?
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we're the only ones who stood a chance of nabbing them.
Now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. You all seem to be in a bit of a fix.
Huh? Did you say something, Joshua?
No, I didn't say anything. Came for the son next door. Is it Olivia?
Almost sounds familiar.
How could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be unrecognizable to anyone.
Could this be the unfounded self-confidence?
The tone of reserved narcissism belongs to you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Where's the toilet? Right. Hi, how did you end up in jail? Think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose.
Now you're locked up in a place like this.
What the heck did you do?
I need to get my Vicks. Where did I put the Vicks? Oh, I put it there. Okay, I didn't have to get up. That's probably good. How do you think he ended up in jail? Harassing people? Being weird? Not having money to pay? Big stretch! It's only a matter of time, Troll. It's only a matter of time. Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? My reasons which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, still. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We really don't care to know. You talk so much, and it'd probably be an old woman by the time you're done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the little details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose market and then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill.
So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. It's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. Musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that was anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night I've been enjoying a plate of sauteed duck I'd have the chef prepared. But the blood sauce which had been used is a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. Go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine, which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Chardonnay from the year 1183? It's a legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off at the Royal City. Oh, no. Aren't you well informed? I heard the rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? Just for one bottle? That's out of this world. You didn't. Did you, Olivia? Such a needless question. So of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Some luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vinaigrette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Now my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. Completely dumbfounded. Sad thing is that after taking a sip of such an excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. Before I could say another word, the group of soldiers came filing in. And well, one thing led to another, and can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? Do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and a zid, even a surely misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. I see several further trials awaiting me after I was brought here. Oh, are you listening? Hey, you three, get up! I'm tired. What's wrong? Trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? It's a little early, even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Olivia is Hal. He is. Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? So I'd like to consider myself the reason. It's a mayor! Yes. Mayor Maybell. What an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. Don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. Just explain your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. You're really the children of Cassius Bright. Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited her home in Roland. Well, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. No, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Eye the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He's a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? Just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracers Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. Heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, General's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, and the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. What you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? A dirty, rotten scoundrel! How about we return to Bose now? The airline are beating fine. The situation has a new foot turn. A number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? Definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, by the way. Be that way, I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? One who chugged the bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought. Ah, indeed, that was I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. The restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least be a lawsuit. There's no need to worry about that. See, the owner of the restaurant is me. Oh! Huh? My Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. Can't believe you were released. It's a stroke of bad luck. Haha, please don't lay on a compliment so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partake in such a fine wine without paying a single mara. I shall play the piano at the restaurant per our contract to remedy that. I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. He sure does seem to have thick skin. Think about this as an unfortunate accident for the both of us. I don't think I could just let things go like this. Let's see. Seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? Better lend my assistance in return for the wine. Huh? That does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these braces in the work? No! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. That is sick. What did we do to deserve this? General weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. You're confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity. Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. Wow. Wait. This is the same kind of line that gets me really worried. Maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, we'll have a feeling that we'll be short in manpower. Alright then, let's use you for what you're worth. However, you do happen to conclude that you are not worth our weight, you'll be dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course I don't mind. Never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations we are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so you won't let me down. I'm glad things have settled between you all. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy when we were headed here. What happened? The truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary at Spose's South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted at a number of private residences. Oh no! What? So this is the work of the Sky Bandits. This is exactly how would join a group. He just bullies them his way in. It's unknown at this time, or seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. Let's see, I guess we gotta do an investigation on our own then. So I'd like to formally request that you do just that. Send a payment over to the guild for your work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your own current investigation expenses. Money! Money! We're feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not. I think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, we'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's our best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companion, shall we head to the South Block? But buddy, who made you king of the show? Yo, we're at full health, Pog! Oh my gosh! Look at us go! Woo! Spin me right round, baby, right round, like you baby, right round, right round. Let's check his orbments. Poison. Chaos brand. Wait, how many does he have unlocked? What level is he? Can I see his level? I think he's a little lower level than us. Oh, he has all but one unlocked. That's pretty nice. And he's full caster. Okay, let me see. What does poison do? Oh, poison enemy. Nice. Okay. Well, the Skybenders managed to circumvent our search and just walk right into town and burglarize a bunch of places. Really outdone this time. Hi. Customers hit my burglaries. Well, I guess I'm gonna try. Time to talk about business deals. Okay. The shotgun ripped off the by a bunch of thieving criminals. I took off at the very last one of my pricey goods too. This happened to happen to me at a time when we were hardly any goods to around to begin with. My factory and all my goods, they're gone. Good report to see the army embraces old ASAP. Now, hold on just for a minute. Either one of these groups saw it that was written in the stolen ledger. Yikes, I'll be in a world of hurt. Yeah, I might want to go check the board. Oh. Failed? I missed one? My phone restarted? Oh. But I checked it like after every single thing. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. It's so bad. Feels bad, man. Okay. We have played for 3 hours, so. Let me take a big stretch. SD is fire, though. It is. I just wish there were different battle music for the bosses. And then again, we haven't really gotten to a big boss yet, though, I feel. The bosses right now, I kind of do squats. Big bosses. You ever heard Silver Will yet? Oh. Torture redeem? Yeah, it is. Let me do that real quick. Junie is streaming. Stella is streaming. I need to ask them how long they're gonna stream. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. How much longer to stream? Oh. How much longer are you streaming? Go hang out? Heck yeah! Go hang out with you guys. Let me see. I love this game, it's so good. Okay, Junie's not streaming much longer. Yeah, let me see. We will raid Stella then. She's playing Deep Rock Galactic, which is one of my favorite games. Stella Aurora. She's finally streaming too, which is great. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming. Have a good night or day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Let me check. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Tomorrow is a Volcano Princess. Tomorrow's Volcano Princess Junie. We're gonna be playing Volcano Princess. We're gonna co-parent. It'll be fun. Anyway, God bless and Opossum. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye bye. 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 Bye bye.